Yes, we're back. We're back again in ETS2. We're back again to carry on our journey up through Iceland. And yes, if you remember, last time we got to Iceland after a trek up through Scotland. And we're now here in this really unpronounceable place there, where I've just about picked up a load going all the way up there. Whether we're going to do it in one video or not, we will see. But certainly a trek up through Iceland is going to be fun. And we're doing it in this, the Mercedes Benz Actros, which has got less power than the Scania we used last time. This has got, where is it? 320 horsepower, I think it is. Diagnostics. There we go. 320 horsepower. So it's got less power than the Scania we used last time. What could possibly go wrong with that? So join me then for this first trip in Iceland, in Promods, in an underpowered Scania. Grab that prayer book and let's go. So yeah, hi there, Steve here, and welcome back to ETS2. Right, let's jump in, start this thing up. It's really nice to be back in this, because this is actually the Majestic, as it was when the game first launched, is the truck I started the game with. I bought myself a Majestic and did a lot of miles. Actually, in my original profile, which got corrupt, it was still in the fleet. So we'll jump in. Release the parking brake would help. So whether we do all this in one video, 533 miles, we will see. It may be that we'll get to a halfway point and then split it out and do it as two, but we'll see how we get on. I'm expecting some quite treacherous roads on this. We'll see. It's certainly strange actually for me to be back on the left hand side of the truck again. It's slightly bizarre. If you're new to my videos, welcome. Not sure if this is going to continue on as a series. Been putting out the last couple of Saturdays now in my exploits in Promods. Does seem to have some good reviews, so again, if you want to see more, please continue to say I want to see more, because I'm only going to create the content if you're enjoying the content and want to watch it. And I'm certainly enjoying the map. My normal content now, OMSI, a couple of videos a week, Fernbus returning to its normal Fernbus Friday slot, me streaming 3 days a week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, over on Twitch. That was a bit rapid into there, wasn't it? Which does include some trucking on a Sunday night as well. But yeah, I've been really enjoying doing Promods, and I haven't been up to the north part of Iceland for quite a while. It's got to be a couple of years now since I first did that. For me, it was my sat nav really high. I was worried that we weren't going to see any oncoming traffic, but obviously that's not the case. So 320 horsepower then in this Actros. We'll see how it does up some of these hills. And as I said, whether we do all 500 miles in this video, we'll see how long we get. I do like to keep them to around the half an hour mark. So not sure if we do 500 miles in half an hour. But we'll see. We did a stream last weekend. It was 1,200 miles and took us 2.5 hours. That did involve some stopping, mind you. But yeah, do really like the Promods map, and obviously free. And anything that adds to this already really cheap game and makes it better for no money, you can't argue with that, can you? I've said this before. I think, you know, if Promods charged for the map, not many people would complain at that. If it was like $9.99 for Promods, where you got a year's worth of updates, maybe no one would complain at that, I don't think. So we'll see how we go. This is a freight market job. This isn't an external contract, because obviously they don't exist, I don't think, in Promods. So in theory we should be able to get a bit of speed on. But it all depends on how the power of this thing holds out and how the roads treat us. don't think we're going to get many situations where we're going to be able to get a lot of speed on. I don't think there's going to be a lot of really straight roads. And I'm quite conscious of not speeding too much. But yeah, this map looking really, really good. Although obviously I am speeding now, just slightly. We're accelerating out of the town, that counts, doesn't it? So yeah, did start out my Euro truck days behind one of these wheels when it was a Majestic, before they had the Mercedes Benz license. And not the most powerful of things, but I did upgrade it to the most powerful engine over a period of time, and actually handled all the jobs really well. The interior, pretty boring, but yeah, it did okay. Alright, this is where it might get a bit hilly now. So it could be interesting. We're down to 494 miles. We might be able to get this done in one video. And then it'd be nice to take a job down the other side of Iceland before we head over to maybe Ireland next. Oh god, that was a bit bouncy. So I've never done any trucking in Ireland at all, so that'd be quite nice to go to. Iceland to Ireland. But doesn't that look good for a map? That looks pretty awesome to me. Resetting my track IR. Seem to be sat a bit strangely. I'm actually quite surprised that my audio is working, because if you're in my Discord community, I'm recording this the day after my PC fell off the shelf and landed on my mixing desk. So yeah, I'm actually quite surprised this thing works. I haven't yet turned the other PC back on to see if that still works. Right, so we are speeding slightly, but I think if we're going to get this job done in one video, we need to get a bit of a wriggle on. Unless of course we fall over, which is likely to happen, or lose traction in the snow. Yeah, probably not wise. There is a road that someone mentioned the other day in this map that takes you up a really long track that you've got to have a lot of power to get up there. It's not marked, it's just a track that disappears off. I don't know whereabouts on the map it is, but I did mention that, well, I don't think I'll be able to do that in my Scania 360 then, and the response was no, probably not. So doing it in a Mercedes 320, probably not going to happen. See if we can get that speed back up again. It's surprising how quickly you lose it when you have to change down to go up a hill. Certainly something this underpowered. Straight on this junction. And you have 449 miles to go. We should be able to do this. Certainly would be quite nice to get to the top of the island. So it depends on how rapidly the road conditions and the hills change what I can do. So doing a 65 in a 50, it's where we get situations like this coming up now then that end up catching up with traffic. I really want to keep that momentum up. Especially now as I seem to be behind a police car as well. to be very careful. Fuel is going to be a thing, but look at this, that fuel tank's emptying quite quickly. Fuel level, I don't know, for 600 and something miles, that's fine. So I hope I don't follow these for too long. Oh, coming to a narrow bridge. That's quite nice. That's very nice, in fact. I like that. Right, so should be back up to speed a bit now. If it's going to be like this all the way, it's going to take a while. Having never been to Iceland in real life, and probably never likely to go, I don't know how accurate this is, but I should imagine it is quite bleak up there, certainly in parts of it. It's going to be dark when we get to the other end as well, so that could be interesting. Yeah, someone there is attempting an overtake. The police car goes off. Try and keep that power up. Well, as much as I can anyway. Not helped by the fact that he made me slow down. Ah, he's going right, okay. Well, I'm not. Excuse me. Wow. I think I'm okay for fuel. Okay, now I'm going right up here. Wow, rapid indicators for the win. Damn it, I stuck down another lorry now. And that same guy who just pulled out in front down there. He obviously took a bit of a shortcut. And that same coach is going round and round in circles. Well, 396 miles to go, we've done 100. Someone coming down for the overtake. And then he's going to slow down in front of me. Yeah, thanks for that. Okay, what's this? Roadworks? Yeah, we've got to wait for roadworks. Wait for roadworks? Wait for roadworks now. Yeah, I do like an underpowered truck. And yeah, they should do the job. We've got beacons if we need them. It does sound quite old and clattery though, doesn't it? Right, come on in, let's have some lights changing. Another truck behind me. There we go. Take parking brake off, really. Might help. Yeah, I think they've had a bit of rock fall there. Might take them a while to get rid of that lot. Alright, we've got to go left up here. This bit of roads could start getting interesting. As we come off the main drag now. 12:54 in the afternoon. Time wise, not too much of a factor at the moment. This is when it starts getting dark. Could be interesting, and if we start losing traction and consequently speed, could be interesting. Because it's now gone to snow. So hopefully we're not going to be doing 28 miles an hour all the way to the destination now. So I wouldn't say this is uphill, but whether the snow is causing us some traction problems. Obviously not him. Right, we've got a warning triangle on the road up ahead if you look at the GPS. And that can't be good. Definitely feel like I'm losing traction. It's 21 miles an hour. I tried going down to 6th. I think that's getting a bit slidey, you know. Miles an hour. Okay, I've got a truck now coming for an overtake. If that's not taking the Michael, what is? Aha, you can't. I've also got a long queue of traffic behind me. Okay, single shift the gears, go up into 7th. Oh, the car's, well, it's a 4-wheel drive, I suppose. It's a Jeep. Don't seem to care. Okay, 9th was a bit too far. 8th's probably going to lose me some momentum now. .23 miles an hour. I'm actually feeling slightly nervous now about this driving. Definitely got a loss of speed, it would seem. Where the hell does the road go? Oh, a combination of that and the underpowered truck. Not a great combo. But we will get there. It takes us a long time to about the last 50 miles. And whether it's going to be the same as this all the way up, we've got 343 miles to go, 416 miles of fuel left. So we will at some point have to refuel. Across the river we go. Pretty much in 8th now. Don't think I can get away with changing to... Oh, I can. Change to 9th. We're back on tarmac. This might help us. We can stay on tarmac, we'll be okay. Try and keep my foot in it now without getting to a point where I'm going to fall over, which is the other worry. But I only generally do that at low speeds, for those of you that have watched any of my videos before or any of the Twitch streams. Right, let's get a bit of a move on then. We've come back down towards the sea. Not sure for how long, so we'll make the most of it. But this map, doesn't that look great? It looks stunning, doesn't it? Can't wait to get to Ireland, actually. See what that looks like. Alright, doing 68 in a 50, 69 in a 50. I'm going to catch up with this guy in front of us. At least we're knocking some miles off. We might get this done in one video, you know. 300 miles to go. And typically, which is what happens in real life, you get the slow coach in front of you and you go, please don't turn right, please don't turn right, please don't... Oh, he's turned right. Accuriri with that place. I've discovered a place anyway. So we are now slightly speeding into the town. Not ideal. But looks like we've got to turn left up here, so I'll stay in this left-hand lane. Back out the town we go. Well, at least he's not turning left. Just back up slightly so I can see the light. There we go. He's got a Renault. The whole map looks really, really nice. Come on in, lights. 299 miles to go. Yeah, I do drive, by the way, using a G27, which I'm in full manual mode with this, and obviously to look around. Track IR. So an underpowered truck with a manual gearbox. I can single shift the gears. I've got it set to alternate to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 I've got at the moment, but I can single shift down using a splitter, which, as I said, in an underpowered truck like this thing is certainly handy. I wasn't expecting that to be that sharp. Right, can we do it? Done 200 miles in about 25 minutes. Can we do the other 300 miles? Oh, good God. Okay, if you look on the GPS, you can see the red bit where you've got to go up in the left-hand corner. And I think it's going up there. Yeah, I think it's about to get really, really interesting now. Speed bump. Fuel might be a thing. Got enough fuel for 328 miles and I've got 297 miles to go. If this fuel station up here is on my side of the road, I'm going to be stopping in it. So repair garage there, don't need that. Come on, guy, I know you're doing the speed limit. Fair play to you for sticking to the speed limit. But you're sort of holding me up a bit now. And he's going to stop for fuel. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Splash and dash. Although we probably could have made it, or could have made it to the next fuel station. Safer. Just to come in, fill up, come back out. Can you let me out? Yeah, thank you. Right, 295 miles to go. Can we do this? If this idiot ever goes, yes. You're going to stop and let me out? Yeah, you are, thank you. You shouldn't have, obviously, I should have waited for him, but... Right, this is going to start going up now. As long as we don't get snow, I should be okay. It's just whether I can keep the momentum up in this underpowered thing. So you'll disappear off down there, thank you. Leave me the road ahead. Right, we don't want snow on the road. A little downhill stretch, that would be nice. And get some speed up. I don't need to worry about fuel too much. I could just keep it in 10th. Keep that momentum going. Didn't like that, did it? And uphill's fine. As I can maintain half decent speed. The engine and gearbox might not be worth much at the other end of it, but definitely getting a bit twisty. I can see now why the speed limit's 37. And G27's whinging away. Oh, okay. 30 round here. Yeah, a rest stop. Nice to stay all the way out here. That's probably warning you of the temperature over this pass now and what the road conditions are like. So it's probably a case of if you got to that hotel and the road was impassable, it's like you're staying there the night. Through the tunnel. Oh, I see the tunnel goes uphill. Look, it comes out up there on the right. So we go round, up and back out again. Oh, we don't want slippy. We definitely don't want slippy. We don't want to be losing traction, thank you. Yes, that's the road down there we just came up. Doing okay, 232 miles to go. If I can just get a bit of speed up. And we'll be fine. We don't want to be going uphill. Well, not too much uphill. I haven't got the power for hills. This is just, we're about my point now where we'll start getting snow and ice, we'll get a hill, or we'll get a really slow truck in front of us. Where we're just about starting to make some headway. So very much speeding. thinking about backing off now. So we're going to have to anyway. I'm going to go for the overtake. Sorry, car. Try and carry as much speed into that as I can. There was nothing fragile in this trailer. Oh. Yeah, I couldn't quite hold it going around there. 2% damage. Start getting dark now. This is certainly where it could be starting to get interesting as it gets darker. Certainly a bit carrying on up, where I think from the map it did get a bit more twisty. 185 miles to go. Over another really nice looking bridge. Wow, it's snowy that way, thankfully. Going this way, but it does look twisty up ahead on the GPS. Could be interesting. I don't mind as long as the road stays like this, as long as it doesn't climb too much. 10's a bit high, let's try 9th. So I got a splitter button on the bottom left button on my G27 wheel. So what was 10th then, which is position 5, so the 5th gear, where the 5th gear would be, is 10th. So to change down, I just come out into neutral, press the splitter button, go back into the same slot, and it becomes 9th. So each gear is, and the position 1 is 1 and 2, position 2 is 3 and 4. So I can actually have a 12-speed box where I've only got 6 slots. I really like that. So things like this where I can just change down 1 gear or change up 1 gear if going 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 isn't enough, so I can keep it in 9th, come out, press the button, go back in, and it's 10th. And if I want to go to 11th, I come out, press the button, go into the 6th gear position, it's 11th. So simplest way I found anyway, just being able to put a 12-speed box into a 6-slot gear stick. I just keep the splitter down by my thumb on the steering wheel. Right, 157 miles to go. So I never configured this truck. This is something I've had in the fleet for a little while actually, I think I did that many journeys in it. I think I used it for one of the streams over the Christmas period because I had a Christmas paint job when I jumped into it, so just changed that for something stock. So let's change back up to 12th then. Yeah, I think we're going to do this with ease unless the roads get really bad now in this last 144 miles. Coming into Blonduos, however you're pronouncing that. We pronounce something completely different. So we'll take a job up here to this side. We'll see if we can find one next time coming back down the other side. So we do a loop around Iceland. I said then we'll head over to Ireland. So we won't just leapfrog there. We will we'll drive there. We'll change truck again. So I really want to carry on with this series, you know, from where I left off last time. Although I might change truck, we'll drive everywhere rather than just spawn into somewhere. So I could have really, you know, bought a truck and did the whole Promods tour with one truck, but I quite like driving different ones. You know, we're going to end up with a Renault at some point. Oh, blimey, look, it's a roundabout. If you've sort of gone over. The snow's stayed away. That's handy. 125 miles now left. See, I do like the fact that this thing takes a long time to just build up that momentum, build the speed up. Really, really like that. So as I said, that's why I picked the Majestic, mainly because it was cheap, I think, when I first started the game. And when I got the money, I just upgraded the engine, but I don't like powerful engines. I really like having to work the gearbox. You'll see, so 12 was too much, so I can come back down to 11th just to give me that, just keeping that little power band. Oh no, we're going to start getting snowy again now, aren't we? 111 miles to go. So you can hear it just starting to hit that sweet spot of revs and bounce off the road. Well, what the hell's going on up here? Yeah, traffic lights. Just when we're starting to build up a bit of speed. Come on then. We've got places to go, and it's getting dark. So fourth gear needs a little bit more sort of leg. Just fourth gear is a little bit high going. Sorry, fourth, 6 to 8. So I'll go 9th instead of 10th there. With 99 miles to go. And it's definitely getting dark now. Doesn't that look nice though? Drop it down to 8th. Slightly on the wrong side of the road. $87 miles. fairly event free so far. Although things could still go wrong. In the last 80 miles, of course, anything can go wrong. Turn right up here. Slightly tailgating the Volvo. Okay, this could get interesting now then. It does look like we're heading out into the wilderness. Yeah, 10th a little bit high there. I'll stick with it. Revs are still building. 70 miles. Love the way this truck actually sounds. On Tico outside, not so much, but inside you just get to hear those revs. Oh, that's a bit bumpy. Okay, I hope that's not going to be a thing now for the rest of the journey. That's very bumpy. Right, so around this little lake then we go. Or inlet maybe? 52 miles. And we're going uphill. So the last bit could be the interesting bit now. We'll keep it in 10th. Okay, maybe not. A Stobart up here. Okay, that was a bit twisty. Wow. Look at that. Feel wheels going mad. Definitely well worth the well, I paid about £1.47 I think to get the larger files, but well worth the free that this Promods costs you, and this is just Iceland we've seen. Right, 26 miles to go. Of course, 10:15 at night. not exactly dark. Oh my god. This is stunning. Absolutely stunning. "13 miles to go." Whoa. That was a bit close, and he took the sign out. Okay, into Holmavik. Does look like there's a home garage here. So I don't know how I'm going to be able to start here next time. Fuel station. 2 miles. Or maybe somewhere at least we can pick a job up from. Next time, slightly speeding in a 30. Yeah, you won't put that in there with that brick wall there, do you? Oops, we skipped the parking. There we go. Job is done. So there we are. We made it all the way up to here at the top of the map. The nearest home garage, though, is all the way up there somewhere. So I don't know how we're going to carry on from here next time. But I'll worry about that next time. Should move ourselves away. There we go. And don't forget, if you want to see more of that, please do leave a comment below and let me know, and we'll carry on with the journey in a different truck, but from somewhere around here, and we'll try and head back down the other side of the... Thanks for that. I was parked on the road, I suppose. We'll try and head back down the other side of the island. That's it from me then. Until the next time, if you have been, thanks very, very much for watching.